hopefully better things.
And the end of a long, stressful year for a lot of people.
Very stressful.
Let's keep 2016 in our rear view.
Guys, this video is just going to be me talking a little bit. Maybe give you guys a little background on myself. So,
I'm just here for the background.
if you don't enjoy listening to me talk, then this might not be the right video for you to watch. But I figure all you guys support me, you might as well know a little bit about me. We'll let Jay do his own video next. Yeah, I'm only 27 years old, and I've probably seen a lot of things that people my age haven't even experienced yet. I had to grow up at a very young age because I got kicked out of my house, 15 years old? 15, 16 years old?
Yeah.
I've been on my own ever since that. Not really going to get into specific details about all that right now, maybe one day. But no, it wasn't really my fault. So, from that point, I moved in with one of my best friends at the time. His name is Josh. So Josh, if you're watching this, shout out to you, because he took me in. You know, I went to school. I stayed in school the whole way up to my senior year, and then dropped out my senior year because I started selling weed, making money, hanging out all night, doing what I wanted. I mean, I guess it don't matter if I say it now because it's been over and done with. But from that point until I was 19, I did nothing but act crazy, go wild. Like, I was pretty wild in my past. Yeah, I calmed down a lot from the way I used to be. I came a long ways. Kind of do miss the old lifestyle though, because there's always something going on, but got kids now, it's time to grow up. But I started selling weed when I was 14 or 15. I think it was 15. I made a lot of money. Jay made me a lot of money when yeah. Both made a lot of money.
Yeah, those were the days.
I mean, unfortunately, we can't do those things anymore. Alright, guys, the reason I don't tolerate bullying and all that shit is because I got bullied through elementary school, like a lot, for no reason at all, just because I wasn't the richest kid, didn't have all the nicest stuff, and you guys know how it is. But when I hit high school, I started training, you know, karate, doing MMA and stuff like that, and then I started sticking up for myself. Well, needless to say, the bullying stopped, but then it was like I couldn't win for losing, because then people would want to try me just because the name I built for myself. If they beat me, then, I don't know, I guess that would make them a tough guy or something. I mean, that never really happened. I'm not saying I got beat up one time, but I got jumped by 2 people, and I was plastered drunk. It's not a good way to live, it's not a cool way to live, because living like that is what led up to everything that happened in the years to follow. I'm not saying I regret anything I did in my life, because everything that happened in my life made me the person I am today, and I like the person I am today. I'm one of the realest people you'll ever find in your life. I'm straightforward about everything. I mean, I'm not going to say something just to make somebody feel better if it's a lie. You know what I mean? I'd rather be honest and upfront. That way you know what to expect, you know what I mean? But after all this, you know, that's what got me into the whole selling drugs and doing dumb shit Well, then when I was about to turn 19, I think maybe 3 or 4 days before I was about to turn 19, I ended up getting arrested. I got busted with 5.5 pounds of weed, and I went to jail for it. You know, obviously they try to get me to set people up. I'm not that type of person. So I go to jail. I did 9 months for that, and then I was out of jail for about 7 months. I was doing good. I worked full time. I actually worked 2 jobs at that time. Well, I went and bought myself a 4-wheeler. Now, guys, this situation is kind of fucked up, but like, it could have happened to anybody, really. I went and bought myself a 4-wheeler, and the day after I bought it, I was at my girlfriend's house, and I had to call off work because her mom was going to take me, but we pulled out, and something happened to her car. Her car broke down. So I was like, alright, whatever, I'll just call off today. Well, I went back home to her house, and we decided, fuck it, let's go for a ride in the 4-wheeler. Well, we're driving in the woods on my 4-wheeler. She's on the back this whole time. And we're riding up through, and there's these 2 guys standing off the side of the road. I guess they moved off to the side because I was flying up through or whatever, and they started waving their arms at me. And I just kept going, but then I got to the top of the mountain, and I was like, you know, maybe we should go back to see what they want. You know, I didn't know if anything was wrong, their vehicle broke down, anything like that. So we turn around, and I get back down beside them. I didn't stop completely, but I asked them, you know, what's up? And the guy said, pull over and shut it off. And I said, why? And he didn't answer me, and my exact words were, you're fucking crazy. And I had a twist throttle on my 4-wheeler, so I'm booking it. I left. I'm getting ready to leave. Well, the one guy jumped in front of me. And I don't know if you ever walked in front of somebody and you're like this, trying to get out of each other's way. Well, that's kind of what happened. I swerved this way and he jumped that way. I swerved that way and he jumped back that way. And I swerved one more time and he jumped that way, and by then it was just too late and I hit him. He went flying up over my head, and honestly I didn't even look back because the other guy had a gun pointed at me. Well, here it just had to be an off-duty cop. So first they wanted to charge me with attempted murder and blah blah, and ended up dropping it to aggravated assault. I did a couple years in state prison for that. I mean, to me, I feel the only part that was my fault is that I left afterwards, and honestly, if it would have been the other way around, he would have went to jail. But they said that I wasn't supposed to be riding in the woods, so that's how I assaulted him, because if I would have been doing something that I wasn't supposed to do, then it would have never happened, which, yes, I can understand that, but if it would have been any other person, just a regular person, not a cop, then I don't think it would have happened the way it did. Now, I don't disrespect cops and all that. There's a few good cops out there, I understand. They want to help people and do their job, and I respect that. I'm not one of these guys out here that's wants to go to war with the cops or anything like that. But when I was upstate, I didn't just sit around and play. I actually maxed all my time out. I did all my time just so I wouldn't be on parole and all that when I got out. But I went to college and all that and got a couple certificates for auto mechanics, which kind of leads me to where I'm at now. I learned to weld and all that, so it is what it is. I'm not going to harp on it. It was a shitty situation, but the way I live my life, I looked at it basically like another opportunity. a whole new experience. I wasn't going to let it have me down in the dumps or anything like that. You know, I met some cool people. Not everybody in jail is a bad person. There's actually some people in jail for bullshit. And now, you know, even the sheriffs that were taking me back and forth to court, they even said that that's bullshit. Nobody in their right mind would have just pulled over. Now, mind you, this guy, his leg was broke right in half. He had to have over 12 surgeries. His arm was broke. He got pretty fucked up. And yes, I feel bad for that. So back to when I went to court, the guy said I blatantly ran him over, and my attorney said, so my client swerved towards you and hit you. And he said no. The guy literally was on the side of the road. He jumped in front of me, and I was probably moving a good 45, 50 miles an hour. So, my attorney said he could have got a bunch of shit dropped, but if I would have went to trial and did it that way, some of the charges would have stuck, and then I would have just ended up with more time than I had. I was looking at 51 years for that shit at first. So the couple years that I did is a blessing. You know, so don't take life for granted, you know. Your life can change in a split second just like that. I mean, I did change for the better. My attitude's way better than it was. You know, I really didn't have it easy growing up. Like I said, I'm not looking for pity. But, you know, my dad, my biological father, who I call my sperm donor, he walked out. I was 2 years old. My father, who raised me, my stepdad, his name was Troy Mills. Well, I ended up finding him dead one morning. You know, and that's something there that'll stick with me forever. I will never get that picture out of my head. It's not something I want to experience ever again. It's not anything I want anybody else to have to ever experience. But, when I was younger, you know, my dad, Troy, he liked to drink and all that. He liked to party and have fun. He used to whoop my ass for no reason. No reason that I'd be severely whooped my ass. You know, but there towards the end, he wasn't in good shape, and he tried making up for the wrongs that he did, and I forgave him for all that. You know, guys, like, there's no point of living your life and holding grudges against people, especially your loved ones, because you never know when their day's gonna come, when your day's gonna come. So, I lost, past 3 years, I lost pretty much everybody close to me. Everybody's dying, doing drugs, just doing dumb shit. Me, I try to stay away from that. You know, a lot of you guys that watch my videos know my brother Kenny. He was the best person in the world to me. When I finally moved out of my friend Josh's, I was 16. I moved to Harrisburg with my brother Kenny and his brother Ricky, which Ricky passed away also. But we lived right in the city, right downtown where all the clubs are and stuff. Best years of my life. But while I lived with them, I met this guy Tyreek, and he hooked me up with a job. I was gone, just gone. Other states, all over the place, installing carpet in hotels. My family didn't even know where I was for years. I'm used to having nobody, you know what I mean? And now I do these videos and I see how much people really support me. Like, that's why I can't explain my appreciation, because, you know, for somebody who's had nobody pretty much all my life, you know, this is something new to me. I'm not used to it. It's a lot to take in. And I tell you guys in pretty much every video I appreciate you guys, and I know I say it a lot. It's how I feel though, you know, it's just how I feel. Like, you guys ride out for me, and I will never forget any of you. Never. And guys, like, I do get a lot of messages throughout the day. If I don't I can't, it's hard to respond to every single one of them, but I do try. Just know I do see your messages. It's not that I don't want to respond, it's just sometimes I have a lot going on. And also, I feel like now, you know, back then a lot of people looked up to me for the wrong reasons, you know. Like I said, I made a lot of money. I'm used to walking in a store, buying whatever I want. You know, I buy my friends whatever they want. We go into the mall, like, get whatever, it's on me. I bought friends their whole wardrobe, Xboxes, all that shit. You know, now some of them people want to act like they don't even know who I am now that I don't have shit no more. A lot of frenemies out there, guys. Y'all watch for that. It's New Year's. I'm looking forward to a new year, a new start, better things. But like I said, guys, I have no regrets in life. I hold no grudges against anybody. To everybody in my life, thank you for turning me into the person that I am today. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to end it on this note. Treat others how you want to be treated. Don't take life for granted. Don't always look at for the bad in everything. Take the bad situations and try to turn them into something positive. No matter what the situation is, you can always get something positive out of it, whether it's you learn something, you know, there's always something to be learned from a situation. I hope everybody has a wonderful New Year's, and let me know if you want to know anything about me, just ask. I'll keep it 100, you know, I'll be straight up. I at least owe you guys that much. If you liked the video, leave a like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's been your boy M Easy. Be easy, guys. Stay safe.